Good morning, dear students. Today we are studying the current function of the adrenal medulla. Adrenal medulla is a inner part of the gland which consists of the 20% mass. It is made up of the interlacing cords known as the chromaffin cells. These chromaffin cells, also called pheochrom cells or chromophil cells, it contains the fine granules which are stained by potassium dichromate. There are two types of the chromaffin cells. One is adrenal secreting cells, which are 90%, and non-adrenal secreting cells, which are 10%. So you can see here, this is a chromaffin cells, which are present in the suprarenal glands, inner part of the suprarenal gland. The hormones, there are the catecholamines. The hormones secreted from the adrenal medulla are amine derivatives from the catechol. So they are called catecholamines, amines and catechols. Catecholamines. They are three main hormones: adrenaline, also called epinephrine; noradrenaline, also called norepinephrine; and dopamine. There are three main catecholamines. One is adrenaline, epinephrine, noradrenaline, norepinephrine, and dopamine. Synthesis of the catecholamines are from the amino acid tyrosine into the chromaffin cells of the adrenal medulla. These hormones are formed from the phenylalanine amino acid, which is present in the blood and which has to convert it into the tyrosine. As you can see here, phenylalanine is converted into the tyrosine in the blood by the help of phenylalanine hydroxylase enzymes. This tyrosine goes into the chromaffin cells and converted into the dopa, and dopa is converted into the dopamine by the dopa carboxylase enzyme. And this dopamine is entered into the granules of the chromaffin cells, which that are converted into the noradrenaline, and further after the methylation, it converted into the adrenaline. So the catecholamines are synthesized by the tyrosine amino acid in the chromaffin cells and phenylalanine amino acid in the blood. So we have discussed this. They are stored in the granules of chromaffin cells before they secreted into the venous blood. So phenylalanine converted into the tyrosine, tyrosine dopa, dopa dopamine, noradrenaline, epinephrine. Simple way. So metabolism, 85% of the adrenaline is taken up by sympathetic adrenal neurons, and 15% is again degraded with the different types of the enzymes. What are the metabolism stages? Methoxylation of the adrenaline into the meta-adrenaline and noradrenaline into the meta-noradrenalines in the presence of COMT enzyme, COMT, catecholamine O-methyltransferase enzyme. These meta-adrenaline and meta-noradrenalines are together called metanephrines. These metanephrines may convert it into the VMA, vinyl mandelic acid, by the monoamine oxidase enzyme. So these two enzymes, COMT enzyme and monoamine MAO enzymes, metabolize the catecholamines or adrenaline and adrenaline. You can see here, these adrenaline converted into the adrenaline, noradrenaline, metanoradrenaline by the COMT enzyme, while the oxidation of these two converted into the PMA, vinyl mandelic acid, by the MAO enzyme. And the removal of the catecholamine through the urine in three forms: 50% with the free adrenaline, free noradrenaline; 50% the free conjugated metanephrine, norepinephrine; and 35% is a vinyl mandelic acid through the urine. What are the mode of action? Actions are of these catecholamines through the adrenergic receptors. And adrenergic receptors are two types: alpha adrenergic receptors, beta adrenergic receptors. Alpha adrenergic receptors are two types: alpha 1, alpha 2. Beta adrenergic receptors are two types: beta 1, beta 2. And the receptors are these. These are the adrenergic receptor. These are the mode of action and response. So alpha 1 receptors mainly activate the inositol triphosphate through the phospholipase C and mediate the noradrenaline action than adrenaline. Alpha 2 receptor inhibit adrenal cyclase and cyclic AMP. Beta 1 receptors activate adrenal cyclase and cyclic AMP. अल्फा 2 रिसेप्टर इनहिबिट करता है, बीटा 1 रिसेप्टर एक्टिवेट करता है. तो mediate the action of adrenaline on adrenaline equally. Beta receptor activate the adrenal cyclase, and so beta receptors are activated and mediate the adrenaline action and non-adrenaline. This is a mode of action of the adrenergic receptors. What are the action of the catecholamines? Effect on various target organs depends on the type of the receptors present in the cells of the organ. On metabolism, adrenaline increase the oxygen consumption and carbon dioxide removal. It increase the basal metabolic rate (BMR), and it also said to be called calorigenic hormone. So catecholamine also called calorigenic hormone, or especially adrenaline, we can say the calorigenic hormone. Adrenaline increase the blood glucose level by increasing the glycogenolysis in the liver and muscle. So a large quantity of the glucose enters the circulation. Fat metabolism. Adrenaline causes metabolization of the free fatty acids from the adipose tissue. Catecholamine need the presence of glucocorticoid for their action. And blood. Adrenaline decrease the blood coagulation time. It increase the RBC count in blood by contracting smooth muscle cells of the splenic capsule and releasing RBC from the spleen into the circulation. Spleen को contract करके blood को बाहर release कर देता है, so RBC count बढ़ जाता है. On heart, it increase the overall activity of the heart. Heart rate में chronotropic effect positive. So we can say the catecholamines having the positive inotropic effect, positive inotropic effect, positive chronotropic effect, positive osmotropic effect, positive dromotropic effect. On blood vessels, noradrenaline has a strong effect on the blood vessel. It causes contraction of the blood vessel throughout via the alpha receptors. So it is called a general vasoconstrictor. So noradrenaline is called general vasoconstrictor. Vasoconstrictor effect of noradrenaline increase the total peripheral resistance. So peripheral resistance को बढ़ा देता है. While the adrenaline also causes constriction of the blood vessel, however, it causes dilatation of the blood vessels in the skeletal muscle, liver, and heart through the beta 2 receptors. So the total peripheral is decreased by the adrenaline. Catecholamine increase the presence of glucocorticoid for these vascular effects. So the noradrenaline increase the total peripheral resistance, while the adrenaline decrease the total peripheral resistance. On blood pressure, adrenaline increase the systolic blood pressure by increasing force of contraction and cardiac output, but it decreases the diastolic pressure by decreasing the total peripheral resistance. While noradrenaline increase the diastolic blood pressure due to the vasoconstrictor effect and increasing the total peripheral resistance. So diastolic blood pressure को ये बढ़ा देता है. It also increases the systolic blood pressure to slight extent by its action on the heart. Thus, hypersecretion of the catecholamine leads to the hypertension. Catecholamine जब बढ़ते हैं body में तो blood pressure बढ़ता है. On respiration, adrenaline increase the rate and force of the respiration. It also causes the vasodilation of the bronchodilation. Bronchodilation करता है. जो bronchioles होते हैं उनको dilate कर देते हैं. On skin, it causes the contraction of the erector pili muscles. उससे goose flash हो जाता है. रोंगटे खड़े कर देते हैं. It also increase the secretion of the sweat. On a skeletal muscle, adrenaline causes severe contraction and quick fatigue of the skeletal muscle. It increases the glycogenolysis and release of the glucose from the muscle into the blood, and also causes the vasodilation in the skeletal muscle. On smooth muscles, the adrenaline or catecholamine causes the contraction of some smooth muscles like स्प्लेनिक कैप्सूल जिससे आरबीसी काउंट बढ़ जाता है, स्फिंक्टर ऑफ द गैस्ट्रोइंटेस्टाइनल ट्रैक्ट, erector pili of the skin, gallbladder, ureter, dilator pupilli of the iris, or nictitating membrane of the cat. It causes also relaxation of the smooth muscles like non-sphincter part of the GIT, esophagus, stomach, and intestine. Bronchioles को dilate करता है, bladder को dilate करता है. On nervous system, adrenaline increase the activity of the brain, also increase the secretion by the flight and flight reaction after the exposure to stress. On salivary gland causes vasoconstriction, the salivary gland leading to mild increase in salivary secretion. On sweat, increase the secretion of the sweat. Lacrimal gland increase the secretion of tears. On ACTH, increase the ACTH secretion. On nerve fibers, adrenaline decrease the latency of the action of the potential in the nerve fibers. Electrical activity in the on renal secretion, increase the renin secretion from the GG apparatus of the kidney. How we can regulate the catecholamine secretion? At the rest, small quantity is secreted but during stress, due to the sympathoadrenaline discharge, large quantity of catecholamine is secreted. Catecholamine secretion from the adrenal medulla increase in the following condition like exercise, hypoglycemia, trauma, anger and anxiety, pain, and cold. The main mechanism of these conditions is sympathetic stimulation, and hypoglycemia is the strong stimulation of the catecholamine release. When blood glucose is less than 60%, CNS receptors monitor plasma glucose level activated. Glucose are activated, and these stimulate the neural pathway that activates sympathetic fibers to release noradrenaline and adrenal medulla to release mainly the epinephrine. The catecholamine in turn increase the plasma glucose level. Applied physiology of the catecholamines. Agonist and antagonist of catecholamines are widely used in clinical practice. Like agonists are used for nasal decongestant, appetite inhibitor, and for stimulation of the general body function. Antagonists are used for treatment of hypertension. As catecholamine causes hypersecretion causes the hypertension, so antagonist of the alpha receptor, alpha blocker or beta blocker, if used, they treat the hypertension. Antagonists are used for the treatment of the hyperthyroidism, especially prepared to the. So beta blockers may be used for antagonists in hyperthyroidism. Catecholamine are used for treatment of the shock. Dopamine is adrenaline, noradrenaline, which injections or infusions are used for treatment of the shock because they causes vasoconstriction and having the positive chronotropic, inotropic, and positive bathmotropic, dramatropic effect on the heart. So they help in treatment of the shock. Dopamine is used to treatment of the traumatic and cardiogenic shock. And there's a one condition called pheochromocytoma characterized by hypersecretion of the catecholamines. The cause is the tumor of the chromophil or chromophil cells in the adrenal medulla, and it causes rarely by the tumor of sympathetic ganglion. Signs and symptoms. The characteristic feature of the pheochromocytoma is a hypertension, and this hypertension we call endocrine or secondary hypertension. So features we can say sustained hypertension is the most common feature. The disease associated with the increased metabolic rate, profuse sweating, extreme tachycardia and high BP, hyperglycemia and loss of the appetite and body weight. In this disease, there is a continuous high secretion of the catecholamine. Typically, there are episodes of excess catecholamine release. The burst of catecholamine secretion usually occurs following rapid change in posture or the regular physiological events during stimulation of the sympathetic system. They manifest the severe headache, tachycardia, palpitation, extreme anxiety, perspiration, either perspiration increased sweating, either pallor or flushing, severe rise in blood pressure and feeling of impending death. It is diagnosis of pheochromocytoma can be stabilized by detecting the increased concentration of the catecholamines in blood when the patient is in recombinant or at rest, urinary excretion of the metanephrines, and when vanillin mandelic acid also increases. By this, we can make the diagnosis. And treatment can be by the surgical removal of the tumor, and systemic improvement occurs with the administration of the alpha blocker drugs. Thank you.